cat dragged in.
Don't worry, we'll stop him.
You just spent $500 million making him indestructible.
The male population across the world now is going to be very ticked off at you because we all have to raise our game now.
Yeah, well, you know...
Because you're ridiculous in this film. Come on.
I had to raise my own game. I played this part 3 times, and I never quite saw the Wolverine that I saw. I wanted him to be sort of beyond human. And I tell you, Fred, a year and a half, I had a diet that was not human, you know. I'm very much enjoying a human existence again.
I would just sort of stare at him in awe that, like, a body could be in that incredible shape.
We started 3 months before the film, doing some MMA stuff, and then getting into the weightlifting, and then the high-protein diet, and it was 6 days a week, non-stop. On top of that, we're doing the fights during the day and the fight rehearsals at night.
Hugh kind of sets the tenor for that. You know, when you show up and, you know, there's this guy who looks like he's been feeding on small children for about 5 or 6 months. You kind of feel like you need to raise your game a little bit, so.
My workout routine was just getting out of bed, sitting up.
Sitting up, cool.
Pull-ups, pulling up to the set in the car.
We can't just let you walk away.
And it also made me feel really safe and secure to be around all these big dudes, you know?
Right.
It was like, okay, I'm fine. Nobody's gonna try to jack me because I've got, like, you know, 8 buff
it's good.
dudes.
You got your bodyguards.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically.
On high-protein diets, ready to go at any moment with swords, guns, claws, other claws, teeth, everything. I'm protected.
Did Naomi dig the physique?
I'm very lucky in that Naomi appreciates the schlumpy guy look. The day we wrapped, I was in the fish and chip shop. This was not a physique that I was interested in keeping. I like to stay in a neutral state, you know? I think a neutral is much more comfortable for me.
There's a great bonus scene in here for the ladies.
There's actually... Oh, right, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to get their money's worth?
Yeah, well, I hope so. I mean, it's hard for me to judge it, but I'm hoping it's got to be worth $10.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, let's just say running naked and jumping over a wooden fence is something that brings some anxiety to a man. So I did suffer for my art a little bit.
Well, I'll tell you what, I was sitting next to 2 ladies at the screening yesterday, and when that scene came on, they went...
Just frightened, that's all. Worried for the character.
Worried for you.
Yeah, just like, poor guy, he must be so cold.
How we're doing the stunts, man. I mean, you guys really kind of took it to a whole new level, I thought, in this
Because, to me, these characters are partly defined by the way they fight. It's not, you know, a lot of action films, character, character, and then fight. Someone wins, someone loses.
Yeah,
but
right.
Here, Wolverine and his brother Sabretooth, they come alive when they fight. They are almost fully themselves. That animal comes out of them. And for Wolverine, he's part terrified by how much he loves it.
Taylor says you caught him with one of your claws, that you actually stabbed him with.
I stabbed him, man, right in his hand.
It's the fighting stick scene where he breaks the stuff and I come at him.
Oh,
and,
right.
Obviously, there's high stakes. I'm literally trying to hit his head off his shoulders. So when he had the blades in, his claws in, it stuck in my thumb, and I remember blood spurting onto my, not spurting, but there's a little spray of blood that spurted, apparently it did.
And he pulled back very quickly as I was doing this thing, and I was like, oh, we cut, and I'm like, hey man, what's the problem? And as I was saying that, I looked down, and I realized I only had 2 claws, and I'm like, very occasionally they would fall off, right? I'd hit something and fall. I'm looking around on the floor, and then he goes, man, I think you got me. And it's just sticking out of his hand.
Get out of here.
Yeah, it's gone straight in. And this is Taylor, he just goes, wipes and goes, let's go.
So do you think it would be apropos to take you and Sabretooth and stick you in the same room with the guy that pirated this film?
If the very morning I found out that it came out and there'd been a pair of claws around and the 2 of us in a room with him, it wouldn't have been pretty.
I'm disappointed that people would do that to something that is going to be bringing so much joy, so much excitement to so many people.
When you see a pirated kind of, you know, effects working copy of the movie, it's terrible. It's a terrible way to see anything. It's like a half a painting.
You know, Leek Schmeek, this movie was created to be seen
Yes.
in the theater.
Absolutely.
explosions in your face, fights in your face, love in your face, and you have to go to the theater to experience
You're right.
it.
We all got a choice, son. Mine got taken.